Diddly diddly dee 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 dee.
Percy's new friends.
My name is Percy and I'm an idiot.
Hello, Percy.
Island of Sodor. All the engines huffed and puffed busily, except Percy. Percy wasn't busy at all.
I'll bet he was supposed to be.
Puffed perkily to Brendam Docks. Percy wheeshed and whooshed with a whistle and a whoop.
And what the f?
Happy to see all his friends.
Wait, all his friends? He's not a chameleon, you know.
Hello, Percy. I'm far too busy to play. I have these crates to deliver.
I'll take that look off your face, Percy. She's an engine. Engines work. Write that down.
So Percy puffed on. He saw Salty. Percy...
Someone should definitely do something about that.
Hello, Salty. Would you like to play with me?
Boy, I hope Big Mickey's unloading a ship's boiler right now.
These trucks. Busy day, busy day.
Percy chuffed on. Then he saw his best friend Thomas. Percy wheeshed and whooshed, he hooted and tooted.
Hello, my best friend Thomas.
Ah!
Can you play with me?
I'm sorry, Percy. I have to take these tools to the quarry.
A tool carrying tools. Unreal, man.
Percy peeped sadly. All his friends had chuffed away busy.
Including Salty.
Then Percy saw Cranky the Crane.
Just then,
Hello, Cranky. I haven't any friends to play with.
all I can hear right now is the Super Babies theme song.
A seagull fly down. It perched on Cranky's crane arm.
No, don't want to make a Finding Nemo joke.
Cranky creaked a smile.
Who's that, Cranky?
This is my friend, Seagull.
Cranky just oozes creativity.
Percy peeped and puffed. An idea had popped into his pistons.
I
He's a
can make
carrier, put him
friends
down.
with animals, too. Then I will have lots of friends to play with.
Cranky cranked crankily.
Crank, crankety, crank, crank, crank.
To make friends with animals?
Of course I do, Cranky. The same way I always make friends. I wish and I whoosh, I hoot and I toot, as loudly as I possibly can.
You can feel his popularity dropping.
Whoosh and a whoosh, a hoot and a toot. Percy puffed off loudly to make some new friends. Cranky was cross.
Not so loud, Percy. You scared seagull.
And what often happens when a
Percy
bird is
didn't
scared?
hear. He had already huffed happily away.
I like this shot.
Percy puffed into
That's
the
all I have to
woods.
say.
He saw a rabbit. With a wheesh and a whoosh and a hoot and a toot, Percy steamed towards the rabbit.
Hello, Mr. Rabbit. Will you
You'll notice Percy made a lot of noise, but the rabbit didn't leave until he started talking.
And popped into the woods. Percy was puzzled.
Perhaps Mr. Rabbit didn't hear me.
That rabbit could hear the Fat Controller farting in his office at Knapford.
So Percy puffed on through the woods. Then Percy saw two squirrels.
Well, at least he can
With a
count.
whoosh and a whoosh, a hoot and a toot.
A shot like this belongs in a chase scene, not a hippy-dippy pursuit.
Hello, squirrels. Would you like to be friends with me?
Yeah, no.
The squirrels scurried and hurried up a tree. Percy was puzzled.
He didn't know squirrels could climb trees.
Busy.
Or anything else for that matter.
Find some other friends.
And Percy puffed on out of the woods. Then Percy
A bird's
saw
wings should only be that loud if you're hungover.
Sure, Mr. Bird would like to be my friend.
So with a wheesh and a whoosh, a hoot and a toot, Percy rattled and raced towards the bird.
Maturity compels me to not make a skirt joke here.
Bird, I'm Percy. Would you like to be friends with me? Please?
Except,
But with a
ignore.
squawk
The
and
choice
a
is
swoosh,
obvious.
The bird flew off down the track.
Come back, Mr. Bird.
I'll give you gold,
The
dust.
bird didn't come back. He flew off high over the sparkling sea.
But I can't follow you over the sea, Mr. Bird.
Rejected.
Percy was sad.
Mr. Bird doesn't want to be my friend.
Percy, you're
None of
useless.
the animals want to be my friend.
Just then, the tracks trembled and the air filled with a mighty roar.
For rushing straight towards him was Gordon with the damn it, he's on the other line.
Express coming through!
Percy rattled from funnel to footplate as Gordon thundered past.
Mummy!
Percy opened his eyes. Thomas puffed up.
What?
Hello,
Did they forget
Percy.
to uncouple him from
You
behind the
look
express
scared.
again?
What happened?
Gordon scared me.
Your man card,
I'm
please.
sure Gordon didn't mean to, Percy.
I know, Thomas. Gordon is a big engine, and I'm little. Big noisy things can scare little quiet things.
This made Percy think.
Quick, weld Gordon to Percy. He's his brain food.
And the bird. They are much littler than me, and they are quiet.
Then an idea bubbled in Percy's boiler.
Like a
I
lobster.
must go. Goodbye, Thomas.
Wait, I forgot to call you my best friend.
Percy puffed back the way he came.
He was lost. He can't hide it. He was lost.
He saw Mr. Bird again. But this time, Percy gently applied his brakes.
Like Ernest closing the math class door.
Slowly and as quietly as he could.
Hello, Mr. Bird. I'm very sorry I was so loud earlier. I didn't want to scare you.
The bird
Aren't you a little dumb for interspecial communication?
Then he flew up onto Percy's buffer.
Do you want some
Go
seed?
for a ride, little bird?
Percy and Mr. Bird puffed gently on. Next, Percy saw the pair of squirrels.
Frankly, I think counting is the least important thing Percy can do right now.
Chuffed as slowly and as quietly as he could.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel.
Oh God, it's him again.
I'm very sorry I was so loud earlier. I didn't want to scare you.
At that moment, Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel realized they were staring at the biggest nut on Sodor.
Up onto Percy's buffer.
All aboard.
Next stop,
And
boredom.
Percy, the two squirrels and Mr. Bird puffed quietly back through the woods. Then Percy saw the rabbit.
Take that, Alice.
He chuffed up very quietly.
Hello, Mr. Rabbit. I'm very sorry I was so loud earlier.
I think Mr. Rabbit was planning to dig a hole under the track to ambush Percy, but wasn't quick enough.
Hopped up onto Percy's buffer, next to Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel.
Hold tight, everyone.
This reminds me of a funny popularity test.
Mr. Rabbit, the two squirrels, and Mr. Bird puffed gently along the track. At Tidmouth, all the other engines were back in their sheds.
Time for the nightly Who's Done the Stupidest Thing Today contest. Thomas was on a roll.
Quiet, everyone. Here I am.
Sorry, Thomas, you lose this one.
Other engines were surprised.
Percy, who are all these animals?
I just won the taxidermy shootout.
Firebox fizzled with pride.
Everyone, meet my new friends.
Percy, you need to get a life.
Baby, show me 1 + 1 is 2. Show me all the things that you can do. Show me that you need me. Show me that you love me. Baby, show me 1 + 1 is 2. Baby, show me 1 + 1 is 2. Show me all the things that you can do. Show me that you breathe me. Show me that you hug me. Baby, show me 1 + 1 is 2.